had visions, I was in them, I was looking into the mirror to see a little bit clearer the rottenness and evil in me. Fingertips of memories, mine can't forget the curves of your body. And when I feel a bit naughty, I run it up the flagpole and see who salutes, but no one ever does. I'm not sick, but I'm not well, and I'm so hot, 'cause I'm in hell. Paranoia, paranoia, everybody's coming to get me. Just say you never met me. I'm going underground with the moles. Hear the voices in my head, I swear to God it sounds like they're snoring. But if you're bored then you're boring. The agony and the irony. I'm not sick, but I'm not well, and I'm so high, 'cause I'm in hell. I'm not sick, but I'm not well, and it's a sin to live so well. Paranoia, paranoia, everybody's coming to get me. Just say you never met me. I'm going underground with the moles. Hear the voices in my head, I swear to God it sounds like they're snoring. But if you're bored then you're boring. The agony and the irony. I'm not sick, but I'm not well, and it's so hot, 'cause I'm in hell. I'm not sick, but I'm not well, and it's a sin to live so well. So this movie was fucking like the best movie I've ever seen, okay? It was so fucking good. Disturbing Behavior for life. Oh my God, it was made for me. Cue the pre-recorded voice over. I'm seriously losing my mind. Disturbing Behavior is disturbingly good. By the way, look at how handsome I look here. I look extremely handsome. This was a movie that was made for me. I swear to God. Like, ask anybody who knows me and my, like, oddly specific tastes, and this one hits every mark. Every single mark. It's like Kevin Williamson meets Chris Carter. It's like Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer meets The X-Files, which makes a lot of sense. The director of this film also was a producer and a director on The X-Files, and the music was by Mark Snow of The X-Files. It is a beast. This is a true postmodern beast as well. It's probably the only Kevin Williamson Scream clone that actually furthers, maybe not improves, but builds upon the accomplishments of Williamson's work. It actually tries to move the postmodern, that postmodernist movement of the 90s, the pop movement of the 90s, tries to push it forward, tries to make some forward progress, and I would say, my God, it succeeded. Disturbing Behavior has blown my disturbing mind. I must be a pleb, I must be silly. You know, you do research on this movie, and a lot of the movies at this time were like butchered by studios. I'm referring to like films like Cherry Falls and I guess like Disturbing Behavior as well, so much so that the director, Nutter, was going to have his name like removed from the film because they removed so many character moments. They changed the ending completely. Some motivations, I guess, weren't visible. I don't know. I must be completely out of my head because I thought that the 83-minute version or whatever that I have is damn near perfect. I loved it, and I loved the ending that I guess they had to film to replace it. I was on my feet cheering. I wish I wish I could have recorded my viewing experience. There were so many cheers and hoots and like, oh my god, and like, oh, this is so fucking rad. It's a fucking radical movie. It would be like pretty enjoyable to just hear my reactions to this movie. By Nick Stahl, Gavin. I'm Gavin. Hi, I'm Gavin. Gavin is me in high school. I love Gavin so much. What a fantastic character. Beautifully portrayed by Nick Stahl. I do love Nick Stahl. I've actually never disliked his performance in the film. He always brings his A game, and Disturbing Behavior is no different. He turns this character into the stuff of like cult legend. I love Gavin. Gavin is the MVP of the film. Nick Stahl is honestly the MVP of this film. Every scene with Nick Stahl, beautiful. And I love the ending. I was even saying to myself, okay, if Nick Stahl walks into this room, it's literally the best movie ever made. And Nick Stahl walked into that fucking room, and I was like, well, I gotta live by live by what I say, I guess, or else who am I? It was, yeah. And then Nick Stahl comes in, I get on my seat, and I get on my feet, and I cheer, and it freeze frames on his face while like a true postmodern eye wink, I suppose, of like his red eye just flickering on. It's like, oh, Disturbing Behavior, you slay me. Of course, Katie Holmes as the cute rebel goth girl, as proto Avril Lavigne. Oh my god, take me away. Yeah, of course, I think she's like super hot and super cute and super awesome. And of course, she's Kevin Williamson's true muse, appearing on every single episode of Dawson's Creek as Joey Potter, as well as in the only film that Kevin Williamson actually directed. She was the star of Teaching Mrs. Tingle. Kevin Williamson always would talk about her as his muse, or at least in language that would make you think that she was Williamson's muse. He would talk about her eyes and the quality of pathos and sadness that you can find by looking into them. And it's very true. And I think it's also a quality that's out of step, which kind of complements the rebellious quality of her character in Disturbing Behavior named Rachel. And I think that using Williamson's muse here and making her so rebellious, so anti-conformist is a wonderful touch, because Williamson's versions of her, they aren't to this extreme. I mean, she didn't exactly fit in Dawson's Creek, but at the same time, she's decidedly an outsider in Disturbing Behavior, and I think that's a really cool attitude. And I think that those eyes, that the quality within them that feel out of place, really makes her feel genuinely on the fringes of this incredibly disturbing society that we have in Disturbing Behavior. And James Marsden as Steve, our hero, is wonderful, phenomenal. I loved hanging out with James Marsden. James Marsden is really good and kind of unsung for all of his big roles. He's kind of unsung as an actor, as a star. His caliber is really taken for granted by a lot of people, by a lot of audiences, really. I do love James Marsden in this film. I thought he was really, really, really good. And like Bruce Greenwood as the villain of this film, just killing it. Oh my god, I loved the villain of this movie. And William Sadler. Who the fuck told William Sadler to do a terrible Burgess Meredith impersonation for the entire runtime? I was thrilled beyond belief. I'm getting the rat skin. Dude, I can't do it because no one really should, right? But William Sadler, he thought he could do it, and I admire that ambition. I admire it so much. My god, this movie is so good. And of course, the postmodern overtones, postmodernism being, of course, at odds with any sort of social caste, with any sort of established social order. And in this film, I think that postmodernism is important in teen movies because it's when you are a teenager that you really first start to identify the social stratification. It's when you first start to identify how trapped you truly are. And it's when you first start to identify that truly like Foucault idea that power is everywhere because it comes from everywhere. Nick Stahl, Gavin, when we really first meet him, he's giving Steve this wonderfully postmodern tour of each of the cliques in the cafeteria, which is a scene that has been aped several times since, and I'm sure that Disturbing Behavior wasn't even the first one to do this. It was just very interesting the way they did it, because he signified each one's specific power and each one's specific quality that makes them a part of this, for lack of a better words, high school society. And each group has their own power, and of course, one is the most powerful, and the most powerful are the most demented, the most disturbed. The most powerful group are the ones who are controlled by conformity, by outside conformity, by adults, by parents, by authority figures. Because the authority figures, they take personality, they take uniqueness, they take individualism, and they destroy it, they corrupt it until it's nothing anymore. And there are a lot of tragic moments here, like when Gavin does get, I don't know, body snatched. When Gavin does lose his uniqueness, it is such a sad moment. It's on par with like a great slasher film death, of the character that you don't want to see go, but you know has to. Like, you know, there's no other option narratively for this character, and when Gavin goes, it's almost traumatic for me, because I saw so much of myself, like, genuinely in his character and in his behavior and his disturbing behavior. I gotta stop doing that. It's probably getting annoying. But this film has completely blown my mind, because it's literally everything I like in a movie. It gets compared to The Faculty a lot, which makes a whole lot of sense. Came out the same year. The Faculty is better. The Faculty is a much better film than Disturbing Behavior, which really shouldn't say anything against Disturbing Behavior specifically. If anything, it should speak to the quality of The Faculty as a powerhouse film. The Faculty is intensely moving and mind-blowing and complicated, and of course The Faculty was actually written by Kevin Williamson. As I said, like, Disturbing Behavior does try to progress the postmodern wave that was really kicked off by Kevin Williamson's scripts. It does try to progress his language, and complicate it and kind of transform it into something maybe a bit sincere. There's more sincerity to Disturbing Behavior than The Faculty, I would say. The Faculty is just a much better film. The postmodern weaponization of tropes and archetypes that The Faculty does is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Disturbing Behavior still, while it has one foot in the Kevin Williamson postmodern school of thought, it has another foot firmly planted in the X-Files. It might just make it the most 90s movie possible, but I love this film to death. Absolutely love it. It like, returning to this channel, I've been gone for a little while, and returning to it, I was kind of nervous, because I was thinking to myself, outside of Kevin Williamson and a few other, you know, tangentially related slasher movies, I'm not too interested in fucking film anymore. And it was so awesome watching Disturbing Behavior, mostly, by the way, because of your comments. The comments here, you guys, you, if you're watching this far, you know it's you. You told me to watch this fucking movie. And I thought I had seen it before, but I must have made that shit up in my head, because if I would have remembered this. I would have remembered this fucking masterpiece. But thank you so much for telling me that I had to do it. You knew it was up my alley. You guys know me really well, so thank you so much for, like, it's not just one person, it's multiple people who watch my videos going like, what are your thoughts on Disturbing Behavior? So I had to watch it, and oh my god, thank you guys. Thank you so much. But Disturbing Behavior, it's such a remarkable film. It reignited my passion for coming on here on YouTube and trying to decipher, parse through, like, understand, interpret, express how I feel about what I consider to be beautiful postmodern art, or just beautiful art in general. Like, I gotta thank Disturbing Behavior for that. It's perfect. It's a perfect film. To me, it is. It is absolutely stunning. I'm going to watch it again and again and again. I'm going to force all of my friends to watch this movie. This is not the last time I'm going to be talking about this movie on this channel. Oh no, oh no, oh no. My friends who like to collab with me frequently, Might as well just get this queued up, because this is the next movie that I'm making you all watch. And you better fucking like it, because it's so fucking incredible. I love this movie to death. James Marsden, Katie Holmes, Nick Stahl. Icons. Absolute icons. I love them so much. And I love you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much. Hopefully you found something of value within it. I'm actually going to go a lot deeper in a much longer discussion or analysis with one of my frequent collaborators here soon, in the next week or so. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the conversation about disturbing behavior that is scheduled to be recorded soon for your listening pleasure. And I hope you liked this video. This video is just like, there might not be much substance here, but I had to get this off of my chest. I had to show that I loved this fucking movie, and what better way to do that than to tell that to the few thousand people who clicked the subscribe button and are now deeply regretting that. I mean, God, it's your cult boyfriend. Everything I do is disturbing here, so get used to it. Thanks for watching this video. My name is Zach, and I'm positively in love with cinema again. Thanks, disturbing behavior. Got me back on the saddle. That beautiful postmodern 90s saddle. Thank you so much, disturbing behavior, and thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.